Last season, Manchester United faced one of their most humiliating defeats in the Premier League when Crystal Palace handed them a crushing 4-0 loss at Selhurst Park. The result left fans stunned and highlighted the vulnerabilities in United's game, particularly against mid-table sides. Despite having fewer resources, Palace took full advantage of United's weaknesses in a match that Erik who had just taken over as manager, would later study closely. As United prepare for the rematch, now leads a team still working to solidify its identity under his leadership. Known for learning from past setbacks, the Dutchman is expected to use last season's disaster as a key lesson to avoid a repeat performance and outsmart Palace this time. The 4-0 defeat was one of the most shocking in United's recent history, as the team struggled both defensively and offensively. Palace looked sharper, more determined, and better organized. United's defense was frequently left exposed due to a lack of support from the midfield, and their usual creativity in possession was nowhere to be found. Former United player Wilfried Zaha, with something to prove, ran riot against his old club. His pace and aggressive play were too much for United's defenders to handle. Jordan Ayew added to the onslaught with his creative play, while Eberechiez controlled the midfield, capitalizing on the space left by United's disjointed setup. At the time, United had been conceding goals regularly, particularly from counterattacks and set pieces, vulnerabilities that Palace ruthlessly exploited. The midfield lacked structure, offering little protection to the defense, while the attack, featuring stars like Bruno Fernandes and Marcus Rashford, was ineffective and disconnected. Heading into tomorrow's match, will likely focus on neutralizing Palace's counterattacking prowess. Under Roy Hodgson, Palace thrives on compact, organized play and quick breaks, with players like Zaha and Ayew exploiting gaps in the opposition's defense. May opt for a more cautious approach, ensuring United don't overextend and become vulnerable to counters. The United manager has shown flexibility in his tactics, often adjusting his formation depending on the opposition. While he typically prefers a 4-3-1 formation, he has been known to switch to a 4-3-3 or 3-5 when needed, allowing United to adapt and counter the threat posed by teams like Palace. This time, United fans will be hoping the tables turn, and it is Crystal Palace who leave the pitch humbled.